as you guys may know, we are just back from our vacation. We were gone for how long?
Like 2.5 weeks, I think.
Like 2.5 weeks. The first leg of our trip was to Austin for KetoCon. Then from there, we took a flight to Orlando, drove to Port Canaveral, and jumped on a cruise to the Bahamas.
Yep.
And we were in the Bahamas for a little less than a week. Came back and kicked it in Orlando, and we went to Disney World without the kids, and we were there for 4 days.
Yeah, we were in Austin and San Marcos for a week.
In San Marcos, right? So we're in Texas for quite a while.
Yeah.
So, be upfront, we were keto on the first leg, which was in Austin for KetoCon in San Marcos. Then we jumped on the plane and went buck wild, y'all. We definitely was.
It was a decision.
It was a decision.
We knew we were gonna do.
In fact, while we were in Texas, we actually found a shirt that said "Donut Judge Me." It was a Disney shirt. Donut Judge Me. I'm on vacation, right? Because we knew what was about to go down, and we lived our life to the fullest. We went straight carby.
You can see. I mean, I'm sure you guys can tell.
I got my carb face on.
We got our carb.
We were on the not low carb cruise.
Yes.
We did get our drink on. It was a good time. But we have some stuff we want to tell you about the trip and how we felt going off keto on purpose and how it went down.
Right.
Right. So I got my keto chow right here. I got the chocolate toffee that I'm gonna sip on during this discussion. If you don't have it, go get it. It's tasty. All right, so bottom line up front, we were on the cruise, we were on vacation, and we ate carbs. We gained some weight. Do you want to tell them how much weight you gained?
I gained.
Don't be scared.
I think it was, what is it? I gained about 14 pounds. About 14 pounds.
Right. And I gained 15 pounds. We knew it was going to happen. Yeah. We didn't know how much it was going to be. I was thinking I would gain about 10 pounds or so. Ended up gaining 15 pounds. I don't know.
I thought the same. About 10. I thought I was going to gain about 10.
Right. And so now, as planned, we know that we're going to be on a keto reset for the next 30 days. And it's going to be hot. I'm excited about what's going to happen about our transformation. We've been keto for quite a long time. We don't anticipate it taking a long time to get back into ketosis. And to jumpstart it, we are going to jump on Goody Beats' 15th through the 19th ketosis challenge, right? Where you got to be in ketosis for 5 days in a row. We will tag who we're going to be challenging.
Yeah, we will be making a post about it, and we will be tagging.
Yeah.
3 people each.
3 people each, right? So 6 total. So get ready. If you guys haven't been tagged already, get ready because we might just tag you. All right? All right. So, look, you want to talk about our in-body scans? So what we did was we woke up in the morning. We did have some coffee, and we went to Max Muscle in South Jordan, Utah, and we got in-body scans to get our body composition.
This is something that we usually do every week, is get in-body scans. Obviously, we didn't weigh or get any scans done during the vacation. So for the last almost 3 weeks, we didn't weigh or do any kind of in-body scans.
All right. So do you want me to go over yours or mine first?
Maybe go over yours first.
All right. So before we left on vacation, I was weighing in at 214 pounds. This morning, I weighed in at 229 pounds. My skeletal muscle mass was at 115, and it did go up to 118. And then my body fat percentage, this is the kicker, you guys. I don't know how super accurate this is, but this is what I got. My body fat percentage was at 8.5% before vacation. After vacation, 11.8. All right? I know 11.8 is still low. I'm not like, oh my God, it's the end of the world. But it's a big jump. It's a big jump in body fat percentage for just 2.5 weeks. I was eating, y'all, like non-stop. eating nonstop. It was crazy. But that's a pretty big body fat percentage jump in just a less than a few weeks, right? And then so we're going to go into Sandra's. You want me to read yours or you want to do it?
Yeah, read mine.
All right, so weight and everything?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to put this out there, y'all. So before vacation, she weighed in at 177 pounds.
Yeah. I actually would fluctuate, I think, because this was the last in-body weight, but I was like around 174.
Yeah.
So.
And then she went up to 191 pounds, right? And this is where it gets crazy, though. Listen to this. Her skeletal muscle mass was at 62.6%. I'm sorry, 62.6 pounds and jumped up to 68.3. So she had a huge gain in muscle mass. That's legit. And on the flip side with that too, for her body fat percentage was at 36.5% and it dropped to 35.2. So what that's telling me is that she is from going on high carbs and things like that. Her muscle mass went up, body fat went down, but she is holding an extreme amount of water.
Yeah, tons of water. And that's why I'm always saying, you know, sometimes when you go off plan, you have your cheat weekend or you have, you know, whatever it is that you're doing, you went off plan, decided to eat non-keto food, and then, you know, you're sort of watching the scale and you're watching the scale increase and you're a little bit discouraged. You know, you're needing to get back on plan, but you're probably thinking to yourself, oh wow, this is all fat. It's not just all fat. It's mainly water. A lot of what you're holding onto is water.
Right. And so that's one of the benefits of us getting our body composition scans on a regular basis is that we can look and see the progress and see where we're at and see what we need to do in order to get back on track and go further beyond where we were at before. So we do have some plans on what we're going to do. We are going to, for the reset, we're going to get back on keto and go back to not the basic keto macros. Mine are a little different. Do you know what your percentages are that you want to do for your keto macros?
I'm going to be pretty low carb. I'm going to be, my percentages, I mean, it's going to be your standard keto macros, but I do increase protein. I'm not scared about the protein.
So what's your max amount of carbs that you total carbs and net carbs that you want to do per day?
I'm gonna go 20 total carbs.
20 total carbs.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to go 50 total carbs, max 35 net max. Right. So that's what I'm going. As far as my percentages, I'm gonna try to go about. I'm not even going to percentages. I'm just going to tell you the total. So I like to go close to a 1-to-1 ratio for fat and protein. So I'm looking at around 200 grams of fat and 200 grams of protein per day. So that's what I'm looking at. It's a lot of protein. Obviously, I hit the weights hard, and that's what I need in order for my body to grow and for me to drop fat. That's what I work with. That's how my body responds the best. So about 200 grams of protein, 200 grams of fat, and less than 50 grams of carbs, right?
My goal is to maintain and keep all that. So basically what I did for the last 2.5 weeks is I did a dirty bulk. That's what it was. So it was like a mini dirty bulk. And I did exactly what people want during a dirty bulk, which is muscle mass.
Right. And the key is that the pounds that she got, her amount of muscle mass gain was more than the amount of fat gain, which is good. For me, it was the opposite. I gained more fat than muscle. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's not how it's supposed to be. Hers was more desirable. A lot of her weight is from water that will probably drop quickly. It will probably take a little bit more for me to hit my goals than it will for her as far as getting back to the percentages, or not even the percentages, getting back to the weight that she was prior to our trip.
Right. Yeah, it won't take long.
It won't take long. And for me, it won't take a huge amount too. I don't really have a prediction for where I'm going to be at the end of the 30 days, but I do know that it's going to be a good transformation. We're going to get some before photos for you guys. We'll put those out there, maybe on the story. We might not put it on a post because we're going to wait to the end to put it all together.
Yeah, and we will be tracking also and sharing with you guys like what it is we're eating, our workouts, checking our ketones, things like that on a daily basis. So that way you guys can join us if you need to reset, or if you've been stuck and needing to get back into ketosis, then you can join us.
Yes, and as of last night, we were not in ketosis.
No.
As of last night, we were eating carbs all the way up until last night.
Yeah.
And so today we started off. We've been strict keto from the morning, and so we're very curious. It's also a test to see how fast we can get back in ketosis after not eating ketogenically for 2 weeks.
Right. I think I'll get into ketosis rather quickly because I'm honestly already going through the
symptoms.
Symptoms of being in ketosis. So I go back pretty quickly just because my body prefers, I've been fat adapted for quite some time, and I've been fat adapted for years, even though I've been on and off keto. My body just prefers to be fat adapted and to burn fat.
So some of the things that we are going to do in order to get back on track quickly. First of all, obviously we're going to eat keto and we're going to track. Do track what you're eating. If not, you don't know where you're at, right? Mm-hmm. At least at the beginning, so you know what the right amount of food looks like.
Well, I'm even going to track because my carbs are so low since I'm going with 20 total. That adds up quick.
Yes.
That adds up really, really quick. I mean, we're not even talking vegetables at this point. We're talking, there's carbs in your creamer. There's carbs in, your cheeses, your dairy products, things like that. So you get to that 20, fast. So it's very important to track because by the time you know it, you could already be, your carbs, could be shot by 11 a.m.
So do track. I'm also going to add MCT oil to my coffees and to other shakes or supplements throughout the day. You typically don't do MCT oil.
Yeah, no. I would, but not anymore. Not because I have a lot more fat on my body. So, and it's easy for me to hit my fats just because I like fatty food. So I really don't need the addition of MCT oil. Occasionally I'll do it if I'm eating leaner cuts of meat, but I typically don't have any problem hitting my fat goals.
Okay. Also, for cardio, I'm going to throw some HIIT cardio at the end of my workouts, and what that does is that'll burn through your glycogen stores quickly to help you get into ketosis faster, mm-hmm. right? So do add some HIIT cardio to the end of your workouts if you're working out. If you're not working out, I suggest you do either if you're intimidated with the gym, then do some stuff inside your house. You got to get moving, people. I know a lot of people that do the ketogenic diet don't like to work out, but you really do need to get moving. Whatever you're capable of doing, try to push yourself just a little bit. It's going to make your results go so much faster. All right, so do what you can. I'm not saying go out and do CrossFit or whatever. Just get moving. You got to get moving. Do you have any other tips for people to get in to ketosis faster that you want to try?
I guess just when it comes to, making decisions, right? So it's like you're going to get back into ketosis. Stay away from the almond flour. Stay away from the keto treats.
Right.
Until you get back into ketosis.
And that's a hard part for people, right? So if you're out of ketosis, don't start just straight with the keto treats.
Yeah.
Try to avoid those for a while. If you
Just
drink,
because they add up.
they add up quick.
They add
up quick. And also, if you drink, try not to drink because, whenever you're taking alcohol, that is a toxin to your body. It's poison to your body, and what your liver will do is it'll stop producing ketones in order to process that alcohol out of your body, right? So if you can, avoid alcohol during your reset. All right, so essentially that's what we're doing. We just got back from the cruise, like we said.
Yeah,
we
and
did gain some weight.
I'm getting sick. I can tell I'm sick. I woke up and I'm like, oh man, okay, I'm getting sick.
But you look pretty though.
And luckily,
Like
hey, I'm just grateful that it didn't happen during the vacation. So, first day back at home, but
speaking of grinding, this is no joke. During the cruise, I woke up and I was in extreme pain. I don't know if it was like the hard bed or whatever, but from the rear, like near my spine, I had a subluxation, so like a dislocation of a rib. No joke. And I still hit the gym. Right?
Yeah. I don't know if that was
probably
wasn't a good idea.
Probably wasn't a good idea. But what I'm saying is, guys, sometimes you don't always wake up perfect. You're not always feeling perfect. Like the sun, the moons, and the stars don't have to align and be perfect all the time. Sometimes you got to have that discipline. You got to have that discipline to keep going, whether it's staying on your diet, whether it's getting back on track. Sometimes you got to go beyond motivation. Motivation is temporary. It's temporary, y'all. It's temporary. But discipline is always there for you. Stay disciplined. Stay on track. Hey, you got to know yourself. Don't go on a 2-week bender if you're not going to be able to get back. All right? We did it. We planned. We knew we were going to do it. It wasn't like, we're going to stay keto on the cruise. We knew from the jump.
It wasn't caving.
Yeah, we didn't cave. In fact,
we caved to
almost
go back keto.
Yeah, like it was like
we were trying
I was feeling so horrible. Like I had heartburn so bad. I had to sleep sitting up. I was like, you know what, guys? You know what, babe? I am not going to be able to make it eating carbs like this. I think I'm going to start eating keto. And then we're like, no, we can do it. We can go 2 weeks.
Well, we did go there was one day where we kept it pretty keto, and that allowed us to get through the rest of the vacation.
Yeah. But, hey, guys, if you guys have any questions about anything, hit us up. Hit us up in the comments. Shoot us a DM. We get a lot of DMs. It's hard to get to all of them all the time. But, yeah, if you hit us up in the comments, we will see it. So, please hit us up in the comments, and we'll get back to you. But we're excited. We'll show you guys on our journey for the reset.
Mm-hmm. And it'll be before and afters.
Before and afters.
Yeah.
Let me. Bam! I'm sorry, I didn't want to block the pretty face.